Hello everyone, welcome to Quant Masters. I'm Harshita Alvedi. Today we have Sandhya with us, who is from Bangalore, Karnataka, and she got placed in Harman recently. So she's here to share her experience with us. Let's get started. Let's talk to her and get to know about the entire interview process in detail. Hi Sandhya.
Hello, ma'am. How are you?
I'm good, Sandhya. Thank you. How are you?
I'm fine, ma'am. All good here.
Okay, so firstly, I would like to congratulate you for getting placed in Harman, Sandhya. I'm very happy for you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Means a lot to me.
Okay, so could you introduce yourself, Sandhya?
Okay, so hello everyone. I'm Sandhya, and I belong to Bangalore, and I'm currently pursuing my final year engineering in University Vishweshwara College of Engineering (UVCE), which is also in Bangalore. And I will be passing out engineering this year, 2022, and I'm currently in my final semester.
Oh, that's really nice, Sandhya. And could you tell the job role and the package of the company you are placed in?
So I'm placed in Harman Connected Services, and I have been given an opportunity for an internship and an FTE. So the overall package is 5.5 lakhs, which is my CTC, and my internship I'll be getting. It's I'm currently pursuing my training under
Mm.
my internship, and it is for about 2 months, and I will be getting a stipend of 20,000.
Okay, and what's the job role that's offered for you,
The
Sandhya?
job role they have given a designation as associate engineer.
Associate engineer. Super, super. So, yeah, let's talk about the interview experience now.
Sure,
Was
ma'am.
this an on campus or an off campus interview, Sandhya?
Ma'am, this was actually an off-campus company, but it was referred through my college only. Like we have a
Oh.
TPO portal, so they refer
Mhm.
companies. So through that, I applied.
Okay, so basically it was off campus.
It was off-campus.
Okay, okay, fine, fine. So, when did you apply for Harman?
Harman, I had applied around 20th of Feb.
20th of Feb 2022, you applied.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and when was the first round conducted and what was it?
First round, I don't remember the date, but I guess it was after around 2 weeks we got time,
Mm-hmm.
and it was there was we had the first round, and the first round was normally the aptitude round.
Okay.
Should I explain an aptitude about
Yeah,
it
please
easily?
tell us like how many sections were there, how many questions were there in each section. Do you
Yes,
remember?
yes, ma'am, I remember.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, but before that, I would like to tell that Quant Masters has covered like everything when it comes to aptitude. There is no need to look at any other platform when it comes to aptitude. It's Himanshu sir has done the best job, like giving us tricks and all. So aptitude, it had around 60 questions,
Mm-hmm.
and we had a time of 1 hour.
1 hour, 60
1
questions,
hour.
60 minutes.
Yeah, 1 hour. And
Okay.
the 60 questions, it was divided into three different parts, like 20, 20, 20. The
Okay.
first one was the verbal one, verbal section. Second one was the technical section, and
Okay.
the third one was the aptitude one, the numerical, the quantitative aptitude, and the
Okay. So
logical
there was
reasoning and
no
all.
logical reasoning section.
Actually, under the under the third part, aptitude itself, we
One
had
part.
both quants and logical.
Okay,
We had
okay,
it
okay,
was
fine.
covered
So there
together.
was no, like, how was the time given? Was that in sectional time or overall 60 minutes and 60 questions were given?
No, there was a timer set. After the 60 minutes, the timer, when it buzzes, the page will automatically go this thing. So we did
No,
not
I
have
mean
like,
to tell if there was separate time for every section, like verbal had separate time and technical section had separate time. Was it like that, or
no, it
just
was not
60
like that.
questions were given to you and 60 minutes were allotted?
No, it was not like that. The 60 questions and 60 minutes was allocated for us.
Oh,
That's
okay,
all.
okay, fine. So it's up to you where you'll use
Yeah, we can
time.
skip
Okay.
and we can go back and forth. So it's our this thing, our
Mhm.
wish.
So overall, how did you feel? Was that easy, difficult, or what was the level of difficulty? These questions,
It
Sanjay.
was actually a medium level. I
Mm-hmm.
won't say it is too easy. At the same time, I won't say it is too difficult also. It was to a medium level.
Okay.
That
So
was the
you could
difficulty.
answer. And was the
Yeah, we
given
could
time
answer.
sufficient for you?
Yeah, it was sufficient.
Okay, you
It
could
was
answer all
sufficient.
of them in the given time.
We could answer.
And do you like remember roughly what questions from what topics were asked, Sandhya?
Yes, ma'am, I remember. Like
Mm-hmm.
why I said that we had sufficient, I had sufficient time to answer the questions is because in verbal and all, some questions were really easy. In few
Okay.
seconds itself, you can answer that question. But we just had
Yeah,
to
you could
spend,
save a lot of time,
yeah,
which you can
yeah,
use in the quant part.
quants and technical. So
Yeah.
first was verbal. Verbal, we had many questions like they had given incorrect statements, and they had asked us to find the correct statement. Like, and all were MCQs. That was one type of question. Another one was synonyms and antonyms also were there, and another one was finding out the grammatical errors in a given
Okay.
sentence. Find out the grammatical errors. So these were the kind of questions. The most of the questions were these kind of questions in
Okay.
verbal. That was
Okay.
20 questions of it. Next one we had was the technical one, and the technical one was mostly C++, oops, object oriented programming, C++. We had a little bit of Java. We had even little bit of operating system as well.
Okay.
So again, all of them is covered by Quant Masters. So C++, and actually, yeah, if I'm not wrong, I think even Python was there under object oriented programming. So
Okay.
it was generally like that, and
Mm-hmm.
all of them were concept based questions. They were not direct. So we have
Okay.
to have our in-depth concept to be clear to answer those questions correctly. So I
Mm-hmm.
did that, and that was with technical. And the last one was quants.
Okay.
Quants was, I had seen many questions, mostly from speed, distance, time, boats and streams. That was boats. Those questions were there. Age question was there.
Okay.
Seating arrangement was also there.
Mm-hmm.
Clock was there.
Okay. So it was
Uh,
all mix of logical and quant.
Reasoning, yes, ma'am. It was a mix of
Okay.
all that.
Mm-hmm.
So
That
that
is
is
about
with,
the quant part.
yes, ma'am. So that is with the aptitude round.
Okay, okay,
Yes,
fine.
ma'am.
So this happened like around 24th or 25th of February, right? And then when did you get to know that you're shortlisted for the next round?
That happened like around day after tomorrow. We had got an email saying that I have been selected, and I can they will they will tell me when I can attend the next round. They'll give me an intimation.
Okay, and when did you have to take up like the next round, the second round?
Day after tomorrow, ma'am. Like if today I wrote the aptitude test, day after tomorrow I had got
Just
an
after
email.
one day, the next round was also conducted.
Yes,
There
ma'am.
was no delay. So it was also like around 27th or 28th of February.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, yeah, tell us about the second one. What
The
was it?
next round was a communication check round,
Okay.
and we had someone from the team, the Harman team,
Mm-hmm.
placement team. They had, it was a telephonic interview. It was not
Okay.
like a one face to face interview.
Mm-hmm.
It was a telephonic interview, and we were asked to speak. I just generally started introducing myself,
Mm-hmm.
and from then onwards, ma'am, ma'am who was speaking on the phone, she said that I should speak about your native place.
Okay.
So I started speaking about Bangalore, and then in the end, like, it did not happen for a really long time. It was like around 10 minutes or something, just
Okay.
roughly around that time in the morning. So that ma'am said that she is very she felt that I was able to communicate well, and then she, on the phone itself, she told that she's moving me to the next round, and then I was sure that I will be getting into the next round as well.
Okay. And what was the next round then?
Next round was the very next day itself.
Okay. And that was an interview?
That was again a telephonic interview,
Okay.
but that was a
Yeah.
personal interview.
Okay.
That was more like a personality kind of test, a
Mhm.
situation based kind of test,
Okay.
which was so we had a sir who called us, and sir asked us about what are the things that I regret in my life, and I had to speak about that, and
Mhm.
what are my weaknesses and how I'm working on it. And that was again that was again a short interview. It was not, and it was nothing more than 15 minutes,
Okay.
depends
That was
upon what
also
I
quite
answered.
simple.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it was quite simple, and that's all, ma'am. That was with the personal round. That was a personal
Okay.
interview. It was the end of it.
Okay. And when did you get to know the results of this round?
If I'm not wrong, it's within 2 days.
Okay. So after 2 days, you got to know. And what was it? There was one more round, right?
Last round, fourth round. That was a technical round.
Technical interview. Was that a face-to-face interview?
No, that was a test actually.
Okay. So that was
It
not
was,
an interview.
no, it was actually not supposed to be. It was supposed to be an interview, but the company had changed certain plans,
Okay.
and so they had made it like an e-litmus test.
Okay.
on e-litmus platform. It was a
Mm-hmm.
technical test,
Mm-hmm.
and they had given us a rough they had conducted a meeting, like an online meeting, and they had given us a rough idea how the technical test will be taking, and what are the certain things that they will be asked.
Okay.
And can I go ahead and explain about the test?
Yeah, please.
Yeah. So the e-litmus test was mainly on C++, Java, and .NET.
Okay.
So these were actually the certain requirements of the company also. When I had read the portal,
Mm-hmm.
they had asked for these kind of knowledge only.
Okay.
So in C++, Java, it was mainly question. Most of the questions in C++, Java, and .NET, it was they gave like a pseudocode, and we had
Okay.
to predict the output of the pseudocode.
Okay.
So that is we had a separate training for that also on Quant Masters pseudocode, and then we
Yeah.
estimate the output. So that is the thing. And we had mostly in Java, questions were asked on abstract classes,
Mm-hmm.
interfaces, classes, data types, and that is again object oriented programming. And even in C++, we had on loops, on
Mm-hmm.
classes, on object oriented programming, on constructors. And the technical test was a bit more difficult, a bit more difficult in the sense, difficult than what technical questions they had asked in the first round, because that was also
Mm-hmm.
technical, this was also technical MCQ. But this
Okay.
was like a pseudocode, and
Mm-hmm.
many questions came even on pointers as well,
Okay.
pointers in C++. So C++ Java was covered, that was C++ Java. And then next was .NET.
Mm-hmm.
.NET also is similar to, like, that's like a C sharp language, but not .NET. I was not very familiar with. I had never worked with .NET, and I just go through few like data types or what is the basic idea of this language in certain websites, and that's how I attempted the test. But I was not very
Okay.
confident about .NET. I was confident
Mm-hmm.
about C++ Java because I have worked with it.
Okay. So do you
Yes, ma'am.
remember like how many questions were asked from .NET or overall how many questions were asked?
I think this started around. This was a 1.5 hours test, ma'am. For
Okay.
the IELTS test was like a 1.5 hours test, and we
Mm.
had I think around 20 to 25 questions from each
Language.
each language. Yeah,
Okay. Okay.
so
Fine.
that's
Fine.
it, ma'am.
So
And
that was.
yeah,
Hmm.
and we did not have like a sectional timing or anything, but we
Mm-hmm.
had to move like step by step. First was C++, then was Java, then was .NET. So that's how we had to
Okay.
do.
So you can't navigate between the questions,
No,
right?
this
You
this
have to answer
technical.
it and then go to the next
Yes,
question.
ma'am. For this e-litmus test, we could not navigate.
Okay. Okay. Fine. Fine. So this was about the final round,
Yes,
which
ma'am.
happened in the end of February.
February, somewhere
Amazing.
around 26th or something.
Okay. Fine.
Yeah.
So when did you get to know the final results?
Yes, ma'am. We had like a coordinator whom Harman had. He was the coordinator was constantly in touch with us. So
Okay.
then I had asked sir, like, when will the results come, because sir was, was he was really in touch with us. We could ask any queries related to this
Okay.
placement
Mm-hmm.
work. So
Mm-hmm.
then 26th the thing happened, and 28th I got a call from the morning from the coordinator telling that I've been selected for the Harman, and that was such a nice moment for me in my life.
I can understand that.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
I didn't get placed for a long time, and I was very anxious about it. So when I got, and this is giving me an internship opportunity as well, because in our degree, it's important for us to do internship. We have
Correct.
separate
Correct.
marks allocated for that, grades allocated for
So
that.
you didn't have to go around and find one
Search
for
for an
you. You
internship.
directly
Yeah,
got it.
got it. Yeah. So
That's it.
then 28th I got a call on officially. I did, but sir told that they will send
Mhm.
a confirmation mail, and in that they will confirm that I have been selected for Harman.
Okay.
28th morning I got a call, and 28th night itself I had received the email telling that we will be
Okay.
having virtual training and all that.
Nice, nice. So
Yeah,
that the process was really quick.
it was quick, ma'am. Yeah.
Yeah, super, super. So that was the entire journey with Herman.
Yes, ma'am.
You will be starting it now, but that was the interview process.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, nice, nice. So would you like to give any tips or suggestions to your friends and juniors, Sandha, which might help them also get placed?
Okay, placements. Most of the companies which have come for our college, ma'am, many have tested us on aptitude as the first round. They have kept that as like the filtering round. They filter
Filtering
many
round.
students who have not done well in aptitude. So a few companies have kept on coding. So it depends upon the company as well.
Yeah.
So I suggest everybody to please learn aptitude properly. And our college itself had suggested Quant Masters for us. That is how I got to know Quant Masters.
Okay.
So I suggest everybody to just join Quant Masters and learn aptitude properly. And there are questions also, practice questions in the portal. So
Yeah.
we can just simply practice those questions, and that will be, because sir is teaching us so many tricks and tips to get the answer quickly. So we should learn aptitude well. Aptitude we can cover from that. And if we have to answer the technical questions like C++ or Java or oops or pseudocode, uh, Shashank sir is also there. He helped us a lot. He covered the C++, Python, and he covered like in depth. Sir has done everything. So that is, we can take that help also, because and if we learn from that, even if we have a face to face interview technical round, we will be able to
You
answer.
can easily crack it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's good to mention some projects also on the resume, even if it is a mini project or a simple project. I had mentioned my DBMS project, which I did in my college coursework itself. So, and if we are mentioning some project, we should make sure that we know the project very well,
Yeah.
because they will be asking questions on that. And
Yeah.
other than that, the Quantmasters is also giving mock interviews for HR. So we can take those. If we take mock interviews, we will get to know where we're going wrong. Because when I took my first mock interview, I was able to figure out certain things that I should not tell. And
Yeah, correct, correct.
to
You'll
be
get
on
to
the
know
safe.
what
Yeah.
shouldn't be done, and you will also get the feedback from the HR, so that will help you.
Exactly, ma'am. And sir also told that, I speak really very fast and my rate should reduce. So those things we can improve if we take a mock interview. Boost our confidence. So
Correct,
we
correct.
can do that. And other than that, it's especially for computer science and information science students, they should have good knowledge about data structures and algorithms,
Correct.
operating systems, networking, because certain companies are asking for that also. So it goes by company to company, but other than that, we should give equal emphasis on everything. So that's
Correct.
it, ma'am. That's my only advice.
I hope students will find it helpful. And since you're a student of Quant Masters, would you like to tell how was your journey with Quant Masters, Sandhya?
Quant Masters, I had joined in 2000 last year around July or June, I guess. The August our placement started. August second
Yeah.
week our placements had started, and June, July, around that time itself, they had told us to join, and we all joined Quant Masters. And every day we used to have morning classes for aptitude. So that was the only time I probably woke up early. Otherwise, because of this Corona period, I became very late. I'll be very honest. My routine had changed a lot. So when that motivation was there that I should, wake up and
Early in the morning.
yeah,
Yeah.
and and once I wake up, I had the rest of the day to work on.
Correct.
So aptitude was automatically getting covered. The rest of the time I can do work on the technical part, the basic subjects like data structures and all. So that was that was how I met Quant Masters. And every day morning we had a morning session and an evening session. So evening it was Shashank sir's class for and C++ and Python. Even Java sir had covered little. So I attended the morning session as well as the evening session. And on certain days, if and we had online classes also in our college, so I had to focus on that also. So and sometimes if I did not was not able to attend the live sessions, we had recorded classes also.
Correct.
So I could make use of the recorded classes. And I think, ma'am, you were my trainer. You had taught, I remember you had taught us syllogism and so many things. You
Okay.
had permutation, combination,
Yeah, correct.
probability. Yeah, I think I learned that only. So many times I had gone through those videos also. I clearly
Okay.
remember it is you only who taught us. And I think once we cover the questions which the teachers are teaching in the class, if you go back and check the practice questions or any other website questions, it will be easy. It'll be concepts are always same.
Obviously. Yeah,
So
correct.
we are able to crack those questions also. So technical was covered, aptitude was covered. And in that time itself, but I was doing it a bit slowly. And initially I had given attended certain companies, I could not get selected also. So but I kept trying. And in the end, it happened by Feb. It just happened like that.
That was really nice. Yeah, we are happy that we could actually help you, Sandhya.
Yes,
You
ma'am.
got placed successfully. That's a really nice thing, and such
Yes,
an
ma'am.
amazing company with an amazing package.
Package.
Nice, nice. So, one last question, Sandhya. Would you
Yes,
recommend Quant Masters to your friends and juniors?
no doubt. Definitely, I would recommend them. Simply join Quant Masters. It's like a one-stop solution for your placements. 90% they will do, 10% we should put effort and practice and learn.
Correct. That's the ultimate thing.
That is the
Yeah.
ultimate thing.
We keep
Self
on
will.
teaching and the student doesn't work. There is
Yes,
no result,
yes, ma'am. Self
obviously.
will is always, it has to be there. The student has to learn.
Yeah.
But I think they are covering now new things have been added,
Yeah,
operating system,
correct. It's
pseudocode.
been like
So
almost 6 months, no, since you already took the training,
yes,
June,
ma'am.
July,
Yeah,
it's
yeah, yeah.
already March
Mm,
now.
yeah.
Many things are added.
So
So
I
that,
think you just have to follow them, and we will be there. Just get there. We will get placements, no doubt about that.
thank you so much, Sandhya. And also thanks for being here, sharing all the information with us, Sandhya. Students who are trying to get placed in Harman, they'll definitely find it very useful.
Yeah, sure, ma'am. My pleasure. Thank you.
Congratulations once again and all the very best for your future, Sandhya.
Thank you so much, ma'am.